Hey there, fellow explorers. A very good morning to you from St. Thomas. I don't think we're actually there yet.
No.
I think we're about to be there.
Yeah. You can see all the little islands coming up.
Yeah. Today we have a super fun excursion planned on St. Thomas. We're going to kayak and hike and snorkel. And it's going to be super cool.
Yeah.
It's supposed to rain today. Hopefully not too much.
I mean, the rain yesterday was kind of nice.
Yeah, it's still supposed to be 80
but...
degrees, so
yeah.
the rain shouldn't be like an issue. I'm excited. We've never been there.
It's gonna be good. I'm excited for the day.
Yeah, and now it's time to go eat some breakfast real quick before we gotta sunscreen up and check in. I'm ready. You ready?
So ready. Let's go.
Woo! Where are they going? What'll they see? It's J&T Exploring. Here's today's breakfast spread. I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on these breakfast flans. We get them literally every morning. They are so good. It is a rainy pull-in to St. Thomas. Beautiful, though. We're here in Sarabi, waiting for our excursion. We're part of Stitch today.
Yeah.
Stitch group. Alright, we made it to beautiful St. Thomas. Now we are just waiting to start our tour. This one's led by Chukka Tours, which we had a great experience with in Jamaica. So I'm excited to have the same tour company here. Once we got settled into our open-air bus, it was time to head to Virgin Island Eco Tours for our excursion. This was honestly such a great part of the excursion, just getting from A to B. We got to go up and down the rolling mountains of St. Thomas and look at the scenery. When we got to Virgin Island Eco Tours, we started with a short briefing about safety and everything like that, and then we were off on our kayaks to start the excursion. We got to kayak through these mangrove forests, which was so beautiful, and our guides were so informative about the different types of mangroves. We made it over to a small island called Cascais, where we found a hermit crab village. These purple claw hermit crabs get their name because they have one purple claw. What happens is there's a drop of water stuck in there, so they can actually sense barometric pressure and changes in the weather. We all got to choose a hermit crab, and then we were off to the hermit crab races. Ours decided to sleep the entire race, so we did not win. Then we started the hike part of our excursion. This was so beautiful going through this landscape. It was really fun because it sort of weaved in and out of the foresty parts to the beachy parts. We ended up at this section right at a tidal pool, and look at all the fun stuff we found. This tree is called the Apple of Death tree. Look it up, it's insane. Then we made it to a natural blowhole. It was so beautiful. Then, after we hiked our way back to the kayaks, it was time for some snorkeling. Once we were done snorkeling, it was time to kayak back to the beginning. as always, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and a subscribe. And if you don't, keep it to yourself. We are back on the beautiful Disney Treasure after our excursion. What do you think?
Probably one of my favorite excursions we have ever been on.
I agree with that.
It was so much fun.
Yeah, it was called, I'm trying to think, it was run by Chukka Tours, and it was called Kayak, Hike, and Snorkel at Cascade.
Yeah.
Highly recommend. It's run, it's in partnership with Virgin Island Eco Tours.
Yeah.
So while you're on it, they also taught you a lot of like interesting facts about the ecology of the island and the biology.
It was a very nerdy excursion, but I'm a very nerdy person. So, and there's a lot of, I mean, it's also adventure-y too, because you get not really a hike, but first you like kayak out to this little island, and then you walk around. They tell you about all of the ecology and like animals and some of the history of the island. We learned about some pirate stuff, and then that's like a walk that you do. It's not, I wouldn't say like it's an avid hike.
No. It's definitely more of like a nature walk.
Yeah. And then you walk back to where you left your kayaks, and then you go snorkeling.
Yeah, I would recommend, like, people, like, you need to be in okay shape, and you need to be ambulatory to do this excursion, but I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah.
So much fun.
So much fun.
Yeah. Although, we definitely got a workout in, and I am...
Yeah, starving.
I'm starving.
I'm so hungry.
So we need to go up and get something to eat. And maybe ride the Aqua Mouse. We'll see what the line is.
Swimsuit's still on, so...
Yeah, so we might as well, if the line's not crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. It's time for a Dole Whip with rum, because if you don't get a Dole Whip with rum...
Did you go on a cruise?
Yeah, did you even do a Disney cruise? No. Now we say goodbye to St. Thomas. Goodbye, St. Thomas. It was a wonderful time. These are the moments cruising is all about. Just sitting on your veranda, staring at the ocean, nonstop. It's just so great. We had a little promenade around the deck, and then we stopped back into Periscope Pub for a tankard of ale. What's mariner talk, or like ocean talk for a tankard of ale? Or is that it? No, it's piratey.
Well,
Oh, that's kind of...
that's Mariner.
Alright, we decided to get the souvenir Disney Cruise Line
You gotta see this side.
treasure. This is cool because it puts you in the beer club, so next time you come back, you get a giant beer for the cost of a smaller beer.
And then it has, I don't know if you can see, the cruise emblem.
Disney Cruise. Also, fun fact, if you like don't want to take these home, you can just trade them in for a little like token or a card and bring it back on your next cruise.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can also do that on this cruise. Alright, we are changed and ready for dinner after chilling at the Periscope Pub.
Yeah. Tonight we have dinner at 1923 again.
Yeah, we've never had the second night at 1923 menu.
No.
So
I'm very interested to see what our server Ivan has to say, because he's very opinionated about all of the food, which I love.
I was gonna say which I absolutely love.
Yeah, it's the best. He will tell you if it's good or if it's bad.
Yeah.
And then he'll finish with like, but that's for my dinner. I'll bring whatever you order.
He's so sweet. He's so fun.
Yeah.
Good times on the ship, just overall so far. I've had a great time.
Yeah, I have too.
On this cruise. We just had like a 20-minute conversation with our server at the Periscope pub. She wasn't even actually our server. She just recognized us
From
when
the
we
last
stopped
time.
in like 4 nights ago.
Yeah.
And just like, we just sat and talked and,
She's the sweetest.
yeah, it's just good times. I'm having such a good vacation.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one thing that I will say, like, if you decide to come on a Disney cruise or another Disney cruise if you've been on one, take the time to get to know the crew because they're incredible and they just want to share with you. And it makes it, like, all the more special.
Everyone is so nice and so genuine, and they really respond to genuine, like, curiosity about, like, where are you from? What do you do? Like, blah, blah, blah. They work such long hours and such long days, and, like, being kind and being genuine in, like, your interest of them is such a little thing to do that can really help people get through days like that.
Yeah.
We both work in customer service, and, like, a long day can really just be made so much better by one genuine connection.
Just one person.
Yeah.
Just takes one person.
Completely. And they all deserve it. They all work so tirelessly to make sure that the vacation you've saved and spent so much money on is so incredible.
Yeah.
Everyone is unbelievable.
Yeah.
So we are just so grateful.
And so fortunate. I feel so fortunate.
But now we are ready to eat.
Yeah, I'm gonna step off my soapbox.
Yeah. I snacked on some bar snacks, but I'm still quite hungry from all of our physical exertion this afternoon.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
How far did they say we kayaked?
3 miles. A mile and a half out and a mile and a half back.
That seems like a lot of kayaking for me. I'm not a professional kayaker, but that seems like a lot for a random person number 2. So.
And then it also was, I think, half a mile of walking. I won't say hiking because it's not a hike.
No.
Walking.
And then swimming.
Yeah, and then
we went swimming. So we've essentially lost weight on this cruise.
Javante told me that I burned at least 800 calories.
I think the daily recommended intake is 2,000.
Great. So I can eat 28,000.
2,800.
100. I know.
Let's go to dinner. And we have a little bear tonight. Look at him. And we are back from dinner.
Yeah.
1923 tonight, night 2, which we've never had this one before.
No.
For the starters, we got
everything.
All of them. We tried all of them. There was baked oysters.
Marinated shrimp.
A cheese souffle.
And like a charcuterie board.
Yeah. And they were all good.
They were. Yeah.
I liked them all.
Yeah.
You said your favorite was what one?
Maybe the cheese souffle.
Yeah. The cheese souffle or the oysters were my favorite.
Although I will say our server Ivan did say that a lot of people don't like the cheese souffle.
Yeah, which I thought was surprising.
Yeah, it didn't have like a strong flavor. I mean, it tasted like cheese, but it didn't have like that funky cheese flavor at all. So I was surprised that people didn't like it.
So was I after having it, yeah. And then I got the wedge salad, which was good.
And I got the other salad.
Escarole?
It was really good. It had kind of like a spicy mustard flavor vinaigrette. So, if you don't like that, I would stay away. But it was really good. It had like candied almonds and...
Yeah, my wedge salad had like dried chickpeas in it, which was really nice. And then for our mains, I got the pork tenderloin medallions, which were good. They were a bit overcooked, but they weren't like dry yet. But they were like a little tough, but they were still really good.
And I got the venison. which I liked a lot. Also was a little tough. I wouldn't say overcooked, but venison is such a lean meat that it gets tough basically immediately when you cook it. Not a strong gamey flavor either if you're worried about that. And it came with a really nice like parsnip puree on the side.
And then for dessert, we got the chocolate lava cake, which was recommended to us, and the creme brulee.
Creme brulee.
Yeah. Out of the two, I preferred the creme brulee.
Me too.
The chocolate souffle, or not chocolate souffle, the chocolate lava cake was just really, really rich.
Yeah. It's super, super dark chocolate, so it's not overly sweet, but it's really rich. So, it was hard to finish.
But great night at 1923. Great time with our serving team, Ivan and Emily.
Yeah.
And a great day.
Yeah.
What a good day we had today.
Yeah.
God, we did so much. I held a jellyfish.
I know. Yeah, we didn't say that earlier.
I held a jellyfish. Oh.
A jellyfish?
Oh, so cool. Sea stars and a sea urchin. Oh. It was a crazy day today. It was great. Yeah, hermit crabs. God. I am so tired though.
Yeah.
I am very, very worn out. Luckily for us, we're going back to time zones that we were in before. So what?
Eastern time zone, I believe.
Yeah. So we gained an extra hour of sleep tonight.
Yeah.
Which is pretty nice.
Yeah. Full disclosure, I had already climbed in bed before we filmed this.
Yeah. And I was like, remember, we have to film.
So.
Thanks for coming along with us to St. Thomas. Loved it. Would come back.
Yeah. Yeah, I had 100%. A lot of fun.
Now it is time for bed. So until next time, keep on exploring.